we got a very pleasant surprise this morning. We have all of the rest of Supreme Darkness. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. The last remaining cards are here, and I gotta tell you, this is pretty cool to see. We got some really awesome old school retrains here. So the first one here is the Great Crimson Knight. Now, many of you might remember this as our dear old friend, the Red Lotus King, or the Red Lotus Knight. But this is a level 8 warrior special summon effect monster standard stuff. 2100 attack, 1800 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be first special summoned from the hand or graveyard by shuffling up to 3 non-effect monsters from your graveyard into the deck or extra deck. You can only special summon one Great Knight of the Red Lotus once per turn this way. So it's tuck back some normals, get a free deployment on the field. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Gains 800 attack for each normal monster shuffled into the deck for this card special summon. So, I mean, if you're shuffling back 3, you're 29, 37... What is that, 44 or 45? Like, we're kind of getting places here. Once per turn, target one monster on the field and one non-effect monster in your graveyard. Destroy the first target. If you do, special summon the second target. I think that this card is relatively cute. It's one of those cards that you look at in the grand scheme of things, you're like, hey, you know, yeah, this does have some hard summoning conditions about it, but you got a pretty big major payoff out here just for the attack gain, for the continuous ability to reuse some of these normal monsters out here. I actually genuinely like this card. And then we have Goddess of the Duality. Now, for those of you that have forgotten, Goddess of the Whim out here. This was our McDonald's promo. This is one of my favorite cards in the game, just because of the art, the feel that it had. I really wish it was competitive, but we finally got a retrain out here for this. So this is the Goddess of Duality. She's a level 3 light fairy with 950 attack, 700 defense. Kind of funny that she did retain all of her stats, by the way. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is normal or special, you can add a monster from your deck to your hand with a coin tossing effect, except for the Goddess of Duality. Did they just give Arcana Force a searcher not locked in on Arcana Force? Yeah, that appears to be the case out here. During your main phase, you can toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, the attack of all phase-up monsters you currently control become double till the end of this turn. If you call it wrong, send as many monsters you control as possible to the graveyard, and if you do, draw a card. This is a remake of Goddess of the Whim. It's literally the front and back, as in 2 sides of the same coin, which is, I gotta give it to him. I love plays on these sorts of cards, and especially, you know, you have the duality of things. So you have the good side of the coin effect and then the bad side of the coin effect. But hey, I mean, you get to draw a card. So even the punishing effect isn't really, you know, all that bad. Kind of rewarding. And then we got Light Storm Dragon. Hi, Synchro. So this is a 2700 3000 on a level 9 that's at least entirely generic. Konami really just said, hey, we're going to go ahead and make some more generic support. You guys have fun. So yeah, 2700 attack, 3000, totally generic, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner standard stuff. You don't use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is special summon, you can target spawn trap cards on the field up to the number of normal monsters in your graveyard plus 1 and destroy them. Well, I mean, at least it's popping one spell or trap card on entry. Like, I can't hate that. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, and target one spell or trap card in your graveyard, set it, but it cannot be activated unless you control a normal monster. Alright, well, first of all, that's really funny, actually, that they did the retrain for this to be able to bring back a spell or trap. Can't Blue Eyes technically use this? This should be indirectly Blue Eyes support, because it's 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner. Since you're doing like Stone Tablet Blue Eyes plays, you would technically be able to use this to do something. Also, I mean, it's a free spell and trap board wipe if you got a Blue Eyes down. So you get 2 pops with this if you're playing Blue Eyes, typically, you know, the 1 Blue Eyes down plus the +1 for this. And then if your opponent does out this, I mean, you're getting back probably the Stone Tablet, which would mean free activation if I have a Blue Eyes. I don't see why Blue Eyes wouldn't want to look at this card possibly as a one card slot in, just as the off chance that something has gone horribly wrong. I need to fix this. Because we've all known in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's just sometimes that the game just goes so far out of control that you're like, oh. But I think this card is actually pretty good for Blue Eyes. Like, unironically. Next up is the... What is it? He-Argor? Or Hudor? What in the world? Where have I seen this card art before? This looks like one of the Atlanteans. So, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. So we can target one monster in either graveyard, destroy one water monster its owner controls, and if you do, special summon that target to that player's field in defense mode. Wait, what? If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it and then target one water monster in either graveyard, destroy one monster its owner controls, and if you do, special summon that target to that player's field. The name is The Source, Water, but the source of all things water is the kanji translation. That's actually some really cool pieces here. Like, okay, so it's just a target a monster in either graveyard, pop it, destroy a water monster its owner controls, and then special summon that monster. I mean, you're basically just this is alchemy. It feels like you're just transmuting the water of the monster inside the monster. You go and boop, doing some Full Metal Alchemist things, and you're popping the other monster on top of it. Okay, well that's actually pretty cool. I do like that this does destroy a water monster, though. There's got to be some sort of application to getting that off and seeing what you can actually do with that. And then we have Double Wild. Wow, that's a face card. Holy crap, I didn't think we would see support out here for this, but that's really cool. So Double Wild is a quick play spell card. You activate one card with this card's name per turn. So we can target one level 5 or lower monster you control. You cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except monsters with the same original type as that card. Also add one level 10 monster with that original type from your deck to your hand, and then discard one card. And if you do, special summon one monster with that type from your hand in defense mode. Holy crap, we got a face card for the Arcana Knights out here. Yo, this is actually sick, man. I did not think that we would get something like this. It's a free search that locks you for the rest of the turn, which kind of stinks, but, I mean, you get a level 10 monster with the same original type as that. And this also, keep in mind that this doesn't lock you into warriors. Like, it's meant to be used with warriors, you know, so that you can have access to those cards, but no, actually, this is doing so much more. Like, that's actually really, really cool. So what do you guys think about this? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.